Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator in Rome Invictus. Yaudheya, here on the Lone Last channel. Almost forget the name of it. But anyways, it's after 6 episodes, we have finally gained our independence. Although the way how we got independent was a bit, interesting in a way, where we just simply declared our independence, and normally this would lead to a war of independence, but we kind of got away with it without bloodshed. And then years later, we decided to attack deep into the heart of the whatever's going to be left of the Mauryan Empire, as entities are chipping away at it every once in a while. And so this is how we expanded. We went from there and went through the whole Yamuna and Ganges Valley, and even just fell, and we only went as far as the Magda region, but we do not have control of all of them, and this would be an issue. Also appoint a new governor, Governor Magda. Nice, but we need someone who's qualified as far as finesse is concerned. And hey, slave happiness. And this would be a constant issue. Okay, what do we need? First, surplus. Faster population promotion speed, because I always lament that idea of prosperous speed. So Parthia will now be considered as the most reliable trading partner there is. So long. Even Parthia has expanded all the way into the Caucasus. We have this small bit of the Kashmir region. Salvator Bactria, so okay. Nobody touches Kashmir. While at the same time, we're going to try to get Oxydrake on our side. Which, to do that, well, we got a long way to getting there. And there's a good reason for the lowered base, among other things. Plus, we've recently expanded, and this is our awfully high aggressive expansion, which would take a while to get it all down. So we won't be going anywhere. And of course, stability is going to drop a ton. Although I'm in perfect health. And term's coming up soon, so next one is going to be ruled by likely an oligarch. And Co is Democrat. But the oligarchs are starting to make a comeback. Caravella is the Mantri. So if if the oligarchs can get more seats, we will get this done. The fight for your rights, which will get a really nice bonus out of it, which would definitely help Yaudheya a lot get away. So I'm pretty happy with this arrangement. But more importantly, due to our recent expansion, the levy size has gotten larger and larger. So, if the day were to ever come that I'd be able to form legions, you know that Madhyadesa and Gandhara will be the two legions to maintain with. Even though the governor of Gandhara, like when that time comes, whenever we form a first legion, I gotta get him off of the governor position and lead an army, so that way I myself don't need to lead him anymore. What's your march skill? I didn't see it. 1. You're right. I mean, look, we can do military modernization. It's like you can choose that on one of these most following true, but you say have not received military reform chain event. We actually want to wait for that. Like, let it come its course naturally, instead of me just say, make it happen. No. We wait for that day to come. It is 232 BC. Would love to have more academy buildings. And I'm sure to do our recent expansion, we have to make 10. Now, 18. Which, after all, you did acquire some land with valuable trade goods and larger populations that live there. After all, the Indian subcontinent then and even now is one of the largest populations you'll find anywhere in the world. A lot more people, meaning a lot of people different class and all that. Now, I want you to take down those 2 fortress levels for Hastinapura. And I want you to... the academies. 4 out of 10. And there's a limit to having 3. Hastinapura is the place to be. But don't make too much of a habit of it, because there's other places. In fact, despite this ongoing war, does the Mauryan Navy even exist? Mauryan Revolt has no navy, but Loyalist Maurya does. And they're stationed in Patliputra. So we don't need to take on their navy, ever. They could blockade and all that, but that doesn't make much of a difference. If we were to fight a state of war against them. But of course we have no claims except Mauryan collapse. And plus you have these guys' military access. Also, who needs to fabricate claims when you've got the ability to summon a war council, which will do that in 3 years. Since we're at peace with the Mauryan Revolt, if they still exist, 5 years or so. So I think our future is ahead of us. And also, with the amount of levy size we got, we have no idea if we're strong enough to take on Salvira, the other Greco-Indian states, since this one is the master of it. Whereas we're going to try to get them on board with us. I would even guarantee you independence if I have that chance. But anyways, there's a lot of cities you've obtained, but I believe the most important thing you should be doing right now is, okay, it's got a farming settlement. No, that's mine. The areas that we acquired. These 2 do not have farming settlements. Build that. This is definitely gonna help. That's another city in Kuru. Very little population, but so 4 cities in 1 province. This large fortress stays because do we have a claim on this area if we were to ever go to war against Salvira? Right now we're on a resting period, which you could thankfully lower the fort maintenance, so we make we make a lot more now. I'm very pleased with what I've done during my time. So let's get to it. Just try to improve relations and lower aggressive expansion. Don't declare war anywhere. And try to keep as much stability as we can. The Senate is with us. Again, I know they won't accept it anytime soon because it's recent aggressive expansion, but give it time. Academies are a priority now, to build it on some important cities like Varanasi. 3 out of 8. Good, there's room. I would build an academy there. And there. And there. The oligarchs would soon be in power, but we need more influence. Get more seats. So I have to reshuffle the decks, so to speak. But for now, just enjoy the glory that you have of your newly conquered lands. That is mostly farmland and highly populated. As long as we keep things stable, because we know there's a lot of unhappy populations, which we got to start appealing to them. And it's good for reduced building cost. I'm healthy, but I got arthritis. Didn't realize that. And I don't have the wealth to make that happen. So it's gonna stick with me no matter what. The higher Senate influence a character has compared to the other characters in the country, the more seats their party will have. That's the key. So appoint oligarchs, regardless of skill. You there. You may not be good at your craft. Damn it. We need them. You're bound to screw something up, but we need the influence. It all depends on, families and such, so keep an eye on that. You there. Excuse me. Yes. Okay, we're both oligarchs. Co-ruler, so this is no co-ruler, so instead we got someone else who is an oligarch. So no doubt we will have the influence, and we'll eventually see this pop up soon as time goes on. So let's just wait it out. And meanwhile, since I'm all about nation building these days, I shall be a patron of Ganga. Reduce the cost a bit, as well as the time. Academy here. Let's make some fortune. Yes. And since we have acquired all these places, all these holy sites that we got along the way, none of them hold any treasure. But they are useful to have. Again, we just fell short of the big prize, Patliputra. Patliputra is under siege. This is the territory of the Jatra, feuding with their neighbors in Alduin. As a result, the impressive fortified walls have been erected here, quite outdoing the efforts of their rival. I say conflict drives innovation. Free manpower. And our manpower reserve is going way up with this. Which again, we took the areas with larger populations. So I'm very pleased. What do we need? That. National Noble Happiness will do. Because we know there's a lot of unhappy pops that needs to be appealed to. Okay, I just had to look up something real quick. Starting to go this way. Should have kept well in mind. Capital region means more provincial loyalty. Fleeing the dreadful war with Pandya, a number of important dignitaries have managed to escape to our lands, hoping to find refuge. Our advisors recommend against giving them asylum due to the fragile political circumstances in our region. Indeed, much favor may be gained with Pandya if we were to finish the job for them. So the Alupan culture, which they, where are they from? Over there. Let me see your skills. Do welcome them. Check again. You're the family head, but he's near death, as he's been epileptic for most of his life. We will certainly lose his great influence, as we, desire the control for more seats. Because as we know that this is heavily, all that. Fine and talented autocrat crews. Aha! You, get out of here. You just recently came of age. He's part of the oligarchs. We can't guarantee if he is going to be oligarch based on his convictions. No, he'll definitely be oligarch. That's another thing you ought to look up. Senatorial influence. Once you look at that family head again, it's another priority. Old man. Popularity, party leader. His head of the family actually lowers his influence. Okay. Now, as for me, I'm a bit blunt, but popularity is key. Fortunately, I'm a man of charisma. I'm rather blunt, but I know poetry. Popularity is key to win the hearts and minds. There are ways, sponsor games and all that, but I don't have much in the way of personal wealth. Patliputra is about to fall. The rebels have taken it. Tomorrow could be no more, and it'll be replaced with the name Mauryan Empire. Debt bondage scam. While slaves are an important part of the economy and social structure of Yaudheya, the sheer number of slaves as a proportion of society has become something of a concern. Some argue that the number of bondsmen, bolstered by our strict enemish policies and the growing practice of debt bondage, must be countered to ensure that there are enough freedmen to support a military and small holdings. Goveshakar Balika has been in favor of debt bondage reform for some time. No doubt for his own political motives, Dhanananda, on the other hand, is particularly outspoken supporter of debt bondage, arguing that the debtors must not be allowed to escape repaying what is owed nor become a drain on the state through imprisonment. We can either exploit this opportunity to redress the growth of the slave population or support the interests of the slave holders. What would make me popular? Slaves form the backbone of any successful economy, I'll say. This will make me more popular, but I get corrupt for that. And, Kawasaka Balika, who is the governor, the one who I just appointed recently, is going to be disloyal towards me, while the other be more loyal. I gain a bit of tyranny, and all that, so... I don't have ways to make it bribe, but perhaps the tyranny lowered in among other things. You may come back around. You know, I supported the debt bondage. You'll be more popular in due time. But I'm the first generation senatorial family. Keep that well in mind. Build another one there. He's the uncle of the Koarkon. And he's got cancer. Well, give him free hands and then he'll be gone in a moment. Patliputra has fallen. So soon it's going to be 8 out of 10. Okay. Build an academy in Kanukubja. You ever build an academy over there? No? Do so. Actually. He was family head. He was a good man. Go ahead, Siva. 30 years old. You have terrible statesmanship, but you have no popularity. We want, oligarchs in offices. Just to try to increase the number of seats, even though it doesn't look like much in the Senate influence of each and every one of us. But give it time. I'll do anything I can to help them. So that way this can pop up. gotta do it before those traditionalist conservatives take charge. Again, some of them don't have settlements, so we gotta pay attention to all these things if they can sustain the growth. I just simply wanted to get this, just to make it look like at least I did something done. Unlikely to get the objective. But every little bit helps. Yeah, we got what we wanted through this. That's pretty good, all things considered, despite the populations and all that. That next time, we should try to have less the impact on that. Because my idea is I want to have reduced war score cost. Oh, that reminds me. It's not that big of a deal. Loyalty of governors. Good. I don't think corruption is that much of an issue yet, but we do want governors to be loyal to us so they don't rebel. You, on the other hand, is the party leader. What the hell's the Shunga? Shunga-Mauryan War. So the Shunga now wants to carve up what little's left of Maurya now. Build one more academy here. And that's it with the academies. You're going to be a problem. Because he's got popularity. He's sponsoring games. And he's this low, unless faction approval says otherwise, like say I were to give him this. Is that a Democrat to be like, alright. Well, I'll be allowed with that. The party leader and the head of the family have the influence. Well, this man has the most significant influence. Got 9 holdings. He's prominent, silver-tongued. Ah, that's the thing about him. He has a sharp tongue. Sharp and silver tongue. He's gonna keep getting more popular. But low faction approval is one thing. While I'm not at all concerned with his, nobles won't like it, but Democrats will slowly gain approval all the time. I'll be paying the manpower and the political influence, which our manpower will be going up pretty fast. So I'm not terribly worried about that, so let's do it. Perhaps he'll start to turn around and look at me more favorably. Although that takes very little, but not until we get rid of the tyranny, which will definitely go. But I don't think it'll be enough. Friend of the rival ruler is another reason. Now look if here. I can remove him as a rival, and maybe he'll be on our side. Actually, we're almost there. Don't despair. Just hold on, maybe he'll come around. Yeah, we do not have the influence because those people I put in office do not have much in the way of senatorial influence. They just do not have the charisma. But these guys do. Especially Suzama. So I don't think it'll happen in this term, despite my charisma. See? He's come around. It's just we're getting rid of the tyranny. And he just fell ill. Dysentery. That is no fun. That would definitely lower his sudden influence. Because nobody wants a sick man in running things. But it may start going more towards the traditionalist than with mine. Tempted to make friends, huh? So I see. Hold it right there. You've been targeted by a bunch of times, have you? No, don't say it. I was in the middle of texting. I was thinking about replying, but I was saying no. Founded oligarchs dominate the Yaudheyan Senate. Not really. No, moved to bring most ceded public lands to grant the most notable members of the nobility, as if the benches did not already creak under the weight of their avarice. Only our Maharaj Sanpati has the power to block the bill by invoking his power of veto. Although all like it. And I am getting a bit more popular every once in a while. Well, we're all in for, you know, the era of prosperity. Yes, I gave you a holding. I'll be willing to stop being a rival to one of their friends. I'd be willing to bury the hatchet on that, or whatever is the equivalent of Indian or Sanskrit terms. The insanity of the Maharaj Senapati Karavela. Karavela, the ordinary man of sound of mind, has superlative business acumen, is acting unusually. His personal advisor reports that the Maharaj Senapati Karavela started to slavering on the mouth, uttering inane nonsenses, even proposing a marriage to each and every member of his Sangha in the space of an hour. Made me think that he may have finally cracked. Yeah, I told you it's the influence of... Why do we not have the influence? The oligarchs must take control. That's what it's better like. So, summon the wisest mind in the land. Please. Help me. I didn't want to become a lunatic. We have more pups than they do. Again, I got this, but I'll be sure to get this as well. He was the researcher. If you're looking for an oligarch to take that, intelligent. But the problem is that this man has dysentery again. People lose influence in the Senate for those who have dysentery. Gotcha. Am I willing to spend most of the funds just to get him treated? He must be mad. I'm willing to do that. Now go get yourself treated. We'll find a way. Hey, old man. Here's the previous. But I want you to keep well in mind that, his popularity, his influence, it's there. What's your influence like? Non-existent. But hey, you're the one with the statesmanship. I can help. Unless you want the one who is younger and has no influence. Like a relative unknown, but still got the statesmanship. He's still got what it takes. Give him that instead of the elder. See, he's come around. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you may have all that, but the most influential faction member is me. Karka, not so much. So, you're not gonna win any friends this way. 1 second. You can always be trusted to handle those doing wrong, even with admirable benevolence. Some say this invites trouble, but we know better. He's forgiving, further increasing his charisma. And if he weren't, an oligarch, he would be a Democrat. And this definitely drops tyranny, so he saw the errors of his ways. Still got arthritis, but that's fine. They're looking to reclaim what was lost to them, as Shunga is carving up Moria. Oh, by the way, till November. Got it. We're quite a long way to go. Says Sitapur. Sitapur is over here. It's a theater with that neighbors. So press fortified walls been erected here. It's free fortress on this part. Well, it's plenty of open country and there's a river crossing. So go ahead. Fortress there. A forest fortress especially. I wish I could have all the time to start building buildings for all of you. But I'm more concerned about loyalties of each and every one of those provinces. Especially you down there. You could build court of laws there. It's cheaper that way. Doing whatever it takes to help you out. He'll likely turn traditionalist, then oligarch. What are you again? Idea. Are you an influential? Not so much. He's got an infection. Yeah, we just can't compete. Not with this old man who's in perfect health, and he'll definitely be around long after we're gone. Alright, summon the war console. Gains Mauryan province victory. Gives us a good excuse. Province of Salvira is far-fetched. So I started a traditionalist for this. He's got the gout, so he's not going to be with us any longer. Whatever great influence he's had in the past will soon be gone. We'll just continue to focus on, nation building and all that. Oh hell, what happened? We understand Winter. Shortages eased. It's like it's the food just not there anymore. They couldn't sustain the growth. That's quite concerning. In this case, I want you to switch to encourage trade. It's just winter was unkind to them. And also, it also depends on the monsoon seasons each and every time. That also affects food supplies. Please tell that we seize the back taxes that we're owed with. Why we regret it took so long to receive what is rightfully ours. At least our citizens are mindful of what they owe to the Yaudheyan state. Better late than never, they say. I want you to hold games in Rotak, my capital, obviously. Because I want to get a bit of popularity out of this. Logging camps. Idea. Every single one of you is getting a court of law. Yeah, start building city buildings of all these places. Then eventually we gotta start building settlement things as well to improve it. So lessons were learned about how to increase status, and it all depends on who's influential, who's done a lot and all that. There was a civil war in Bactria? I didn't even know there was one. Impartial orator. Oh, excellent. Magda is also suffering from food issues. Get the grain. One day, Patliputra will be ours. But obviously, you got Panchanada on your side. Interesting. Because, you know, we want that area. And they're allied with Mauryan Revolt, so we can actually fight them without getting Salvira involved. Interesting. Interesting. One day they're gonna have to, you know, break apart. But interesting to note. But I'll say screw it. Fabricate a claim on Magda. One day we will take the heart of it. So this is probably what I fear of what that day might come, where I'm just nodding my head, where he wanted to fight the Mauryan Revolt, which is now largely consists of over there, with the big prize in Magda, in all these city. My goodness. How do you sustain all those populations there? I mean, obviously one farm something, but you need to import a lot of food. And this ain't it. Seems the Mauryan Empire were just heavily centralized and urbanized and all that. That's just maddening. So if I were you, I would invest in London and import another grain over there. That's what I see in the future. Mom went to... There'll be 2 traditionalists in charge. Sugar continues to carve up Memoria. So they're divided. Mauryan revolts over there in Celestial now. Out of there. Check the populations. There's plenty of people living over there, but obviously far more numerous over there. We're just more interested in building better lives for themselves. And what do you got starring? Vobs. A trade agreement with the Mauryan Revolt has yielded a splendid return on our investment. Along with the flow of wealth between our 2 states, the movement of people is accelerating. Our city of Indo-Gangetic has been blessed with a wave of fresh migrants who believe they stand a better chance of building their better lives in Yaudheya. Who are we to deny them? Strike the F. Place this over there. Oh, vagabond. Yeah, his dreams, however, are fairly well known in the saga of Yaudheya. Recently, he's still in perfect health for a man of his age. Recently, he's allowing more about his suitability and deservedness for the role of magistrate. While we ordinarily be able to point where we like to the post without causing offense or starting rumors, the enthusiasm of Ubaka Atlinia put us in a rather awkward position regarding the incumbent official. Judge? To my persuasive styles, I'll say maybe this just isn't your thing. I think it's something else. Get more grain over here. bad monsoon. Got another tradition. Go to here. Flexible divisions. The organization of the Mauryan army, in particular, was built with flexibility in mind. The Patti, the smallest constituent unit of troops, was unlike any other army of the world. It comprised of chariot, elephant, cavalry, and infantry. It allowed for high tactical flexibility when performing formative maneuvers. This increases our morale of armies a lot more than it already needs to be. We last a lot longer in battles. And a couple of Kurik freemen will appear in a few different areas. Kuru, Magna. So at least this will add a few of our people living over there. Free temple will do. I don't know why I said free, but I meant to say great. That's what we'll continue to do at this time until aggressive expansion is much lower. What's your martial skill, buddy? Who attacked you? Oh, revolt. We'll be there. Get me gun arrow. We'll have them dealt with. Eight. Yeah, martial skill of 8. To lead our levies during times of crisis. Stability's about to drop again because the new party is never wanted to challenge status quo or even do remotely anything considered interesting. Savawagan's been elected Maharaj and abided by a slim majority of dull buffoons and wine state tokens. It'd be fair to say that the Sasmal does not hold in confidence in people the same manner as the stoic rulers of old. Execute some of them. They'll come around. What? Get another 5 for this. Never been a before, but I do have a bit of an infection, so... Oh, we don't have a physician, because I used to be one. Actually, you're more suited for another task. Give it a moment. Because, you know, you were over here. As excellent as this man is, who is him? Excellent health. He's the oligarch party leader, so give him this. And you there. Please sign there. Although we be dominating the seats there, but should be kept well in mind that him being blood, he may have popularity longer than things, but they may not do for the oligarchs, but keep that well in mind. least the good thing about it is that I'm an orator, which I can persuade instead of having to bribe. Just have it on. Touch another. You're also involved. Yeah. Revolt. Arcosiet Capisa. You're up against Salvira. No, 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 no. You started this war. And I am not confident enough about taking on Salvira. I will decline. And this breaks the alliance between us because of the distance. If I were to find an alliance, I would probably get Kalinga. I mean, they stand alone in the world. Especially that Pandya wants to, get everything that they see. As far as I'm concerned, Pandya is not a new, most powerful country in all of the subcontinent. And it shows. We're just only catching up. But I will not start another war until the aggressive expansion is lowered enough for it to be more tolerable. Good. Let me help you out with that on the siege. Don't forget to appeal to the population over there. Get rid of that infection, please. That was quick. Thank you. I know you're always a good man. Blessing the impact wall. God, I'm more interested in going down this route. Unless you want more diplomatic reputation. I'm always all for it. Because we haven't been doing that lately. But I got far more interested in conquest. But we're gonna get more innovations sooner rather than later. Manpower's at the max. Oh boy. We just can't wait for the day to retake this back and do what we were originally going to do whenever Soviet bandits them. Unless I could just bring them in and say 2-3 go across 50, but that's unlikely at this point. It's just your best bet is go against the Mauryan revolt to get Pachanada in the war, so that way I can conquer Yaudheya and Pachanada and that part too. That would be the best bet. Of what a future war would look like. Shunda's finished. They're no threat to us yet. Possible civil war in Soviet. Invest in state infrastructure for Trigata. But you know it does involve Naka. Go ahead, although that's a big one. A lot of experience. Yeah, some of the most powerful, most influential people happen to be traditionalists during this current era. Whereas none of the oligarchs just have powerful speakers at this time. And he's gonna be gone soon, so they'll lose their most influential man that ever has lived. So I guess you should focus on, taking this and then lead to that and then to that. All these other options here, well, it's just not there. We're still quite far off from that. One afternoon, Sabahu Agana is relaxing in his private chambers in Rotak, listening to the sounds of the bustling market outside. Soon the last meal of the day will be eaten, as streets are filled with good Yaudheyan citizens purchasing foodstuffs. An imperative thought fills Sabahu's mind. Moments later, he's at the back of a chariot, headed to the alleys where the vendors are busy hawking. Digging deep into a coin purse, Sabahu begins throwing handfuls of gold and silver into the streets. A crowd gathers, raising outstretched hands towards their ruler, and their dirt-streaked face shouting in pure admiration. I love each and every one of you! So, I'm out of my personal wealth, throw money at it, and increasing a bit of stability. Haha. See? I'm the man of the people. Radha. provincial rebellion against the Mauryan revolt. And they are winning. This throws a wrench into their plans. Forgot to pick that up. I'm like, no thank you. We're just abiding our time. Alright, let's start improving all the lands that's, over there. Grain, grain, grain. Just anything to improve the livelihood of everyone. That's our aim. Sis, we've helped you out on this. But we're not quite there yet. Because our current strength isn't there. It may be a tributary. But there are other ways. Subject opinion must increase. 2 more innovations and then we'll get to Gases Valley. That damn war propaganda. I'm more interested in oratory innovations these days. But let's not forget, despite all this, when you think about it, we are the most advanced nation of the Indian subcontinent. Because we put priorities in our research. How's your health? Ailing. Even though he's oligarchic, but he has no senatorial influence. Hey, how's this for an idea? You may be Democrat, but look, Skull says that we could get some free innovations out of this. Potentially. Seems now they're finally helping out to get rid of the occupied rebels that's been plaguing them. Which I'm surprised they haven't been depopulated due to all this occupation. But they're fine now. Further increase stability. Too many alliances for you, man. We're still waiting and wondering when. Samatata. Samatata is a subtle tribal form of government, so they're going to be less advanced and probably easy to take on. But don't get too overconfident when you talk about such things. The economy is booming and all that. We receive word that some pirates have passed through the air and that the holds of their ships are filled with slaves that have been kidnapped. This is not at all. It seems that these raiders are being pursued by whomever they attacked, fearful of being caught, are now trying to rid themselves of their ill-gotten gains. According to the leader of these pirates, a scoundrel named Shachanara, their enemies are less than a day behind them, so the time is of the essence. Because of their haste, they're willing to offer us discounted prices if we're willing to do business with them. We will not get involved with this. Tell the pirates to leave our waters. Get out! Dementia. It was only a matter of time. He just turned 74. You served us well. You served our country well. Pirates. There they are. I would love to relocate the cavalry, but that drops 20 of loyalty, and I can't do anything much. There's a reason why so many damn people live over there. Like, why are you all there? You should be moving to Noka, the place to be. You know what? Do it now. No, you can't do that unless the post goes 50. Fair enough. In this coming April, this we would love to take all of this all the way to the lands of Bang. Anga, Banga, yeah. Place where the Bangli culture live. Surprised they never bothered with this. In the Mauryan Revolt, and the loyalists are just basically beating each other up like exhausted boxers at this point. Of course, I'm still willing to swoop in and take advantage of this, but I will not do that until the aggressive expansion is lower than it should be. Now they can finally start building buildings. One day. By the way, look that decision again. Oh, these Vedic treasures of India. It's in Chola, Pandya, Patliputra, Belgola, Andhra, Raidagada. That's in Kaninga. Also go back earlier. Where's the other place? Belgola. That's in Pandya. Andhra, Kayakumari, Pandya, Patliputra, Chintalamani. That's in Pandya. Damn. Mayura Sata Pandintanam. That's Chola. I knew it sounded Tamil, based on pronunciation. Koti. That's gotta be Pandya, right? Pandya. And Pandya. Basically, most of the Vedic treasures are down in the south. Which is far from my concern. Hopefully we get lucky that we get a free innovation. But in the meantime, continue to make some improvements. To help, you know, feed the nation. And among other things. Including this one other city that we don't give a damn about. So we need to start appealing to that. Logging camps. Look dope. My goodness, we never really built over there. Yeah, we need to build something that can help Trigata in the long run. Barbarians. Go get them. Oh, by the way, if you don't mind me asking, stop. Yeah, we do have the abilities to build a road, but this is too small. We should consider road building to connect the airports. In fact, I don't think Road Talk is on the road. No, it is. No, it never is. Neither is Indraprastha. That's something we should consider doing in a free time. Build a road. Let them come. They're crossing the river. Crossing the Try that again. And stay in. Now, where were we? Sort of building. I'm just looking. What would be a good place for? Slave estate. That's an idea. Bring more slaves over here. And we could put them in different places for them to work. So that way in the long term, if we could get more surplus, more trade routes. He was their best speaker of our generation. So this new party, that's the governor currently. He does not have the senatorial influence. Like I say, yeah, they've lost their most influential. Well, we're the ones who have the most influence. But the governor will soon become the next Maharaj Senapati. But even then, like a good man as he is, his time will be coming soon as well. And that makes me the next most influential man there is. But although to be fair, we're only that influential because I'm a hell of a speaker, being an orator and everything. had it disband. Let's make another investment. Let's actually go invest over there. Regatta. Because it's going to become a good place of great importance. Give them something to appeal to the freemen. Leather's common. Maybe a little bit helps. Yeah. Those damn barbarians at it again. But each time they do that... Come on. Go get him. Hold. We know what they were doing. Now this man. Good idea in theory. Build a slave estate. We'll miss you, man. He was one of the real good ones. So, minor character. For the family. We do have some degree of influence there. Whichever works for you. Nanda. So now oligarchs are starting to become more prominent for a future generation. Because the time of the traditions may be waning. Keyword may. Because Democrats will be running things. Well, he thought he was going to be the next one, but now he says, no, I'll be co-ruler. So perhaps with time. Check the head of the family. What's his health? Ailing. In a wise attempt to earn the friendship of the Yaudheya people, the ruler of Parthia, Kentaske, Arsasid, sent us a gift of a handwritten note, praising our harmonious relations and asking that the status quo be maintained when it comes to the status of our borders. I was nice to them, but make no promises. Thank you very much. Again, I consider them as a main trade partner. Now, I look at them more highly. Another building slot. This could definitely hold more food. It needs to. But as far as we're concerned, more aqueducts for these two. Our region is going to be the granary of India. Maurya's making gains. Wait a minute. Pandya now wants parts of Maurya. No doubt they want to go up, which will now be the new entity to worry about. Democrats will be running things, but perhaps with time. Perhaps with time, oligarchs who could rise again. Yeah, tempted. There it is. Much more aggressive expansion. Wish I could go for lower maintenance cost, but to be realistic, I think the wealth of the lands from there to there is going to help us for reduced maintenance costs. Again with this tyranny once more. Just to say, shut up. Listen to us. Don't think he was ever a ruler before, but always spam this when playing as a republic to help with the nation building process and everything. Prominent. Give him this. Again, it's because I'm more anxious about getting that. In order to give oligarchs more support, they need more prominent people running things. And that would increase the size, and that would help us. That's why we must cooperate with the oligarchs. And if you can't find a more prominent or suitable oligarch, then you shouldn't be here. And just find someone else talented instead. Or but abrasive. That isn't going to win you any political points out of this. Some of you are relative unknowns. That's another thing about oligarchs. Most of them are unknowns. Give him this. He's not that prominent, but one day he will. Oh, you're very corrupt. I could get rid of your corruption for all this. But he's deceitful. But we don't want to underestimate him as far as power is concerned. Because he's the one with the office now. But we will continue in the era of prosperity. Building farming settlements and all that and more. Provincial rebellion against Salvira. Did Salvira break one of the alliances? You're no longer allied with Kuninda, which is allied with Kapisa. Hmm. Interesting. I don't think I have a claim there, right? Yeah, you do. Because you lost it sometime. I'm back. And as we know that we are very strong militarily. And we see the levy of Gadhara over there, which they do not have a good ruler. Because this is the man. So that means he's going to have levies from Gandhara and Bactriana. Yeah. So most of his troops are going to come from Gandhara, while very few of them come from Bactriana. Neither of them are that strong. And as far as we're concerned, if we were to attack them now and retake Sagala, and then subsequently continue to advance towards Taxila, would be a boon for us. Because, you know, we got to get these two knocked down eventually, and then we have that. Especially Taxila, that is dear to us, because that is the home of the university, which will give us more research points, military experience, and statesmanship for all of us. In other words, we'll be much more capable of running the offices here and governance and all that. Something to think about. But bear in mind, Marshall's 5's not that good for leading, but we still have our man. Although ailing, but he's a conqueror, damn it. But him being governor doesn't make him, you know, that prominent. But he's still needed for his skills in the military. Yes, he may be lazy and all that, but still! That's the idea we're going for. Who is this man you speak of? Well, maybe there is a place for him to please you whenever that time comes. So, okay, we'll take that into consideration. Retake Sangala, and then conquer Taxila and all that. Basically, all the areas of Gandhara that Kapisa holds. That's something we ought to consider. Yeah. So we don't know if that would be a quick war or not, because... Okay, give them access, but still. Because they got a fortress, a level 2 one. Their capital over there is also level 2. Taxila does not have a fortress, which would make things easier for us. And this part of Gandhara here also has a fortress. So it would not be a quick war. We just simply want to take areas, that is Gandhara, but go no further than that. Do not go into Bactriana, and we'll be sharing the border, potentially sharing a border with Parthia. Yeah. Something for the freemen. Urbanware. Jain ascetic. be converting population over there. We just let it be. Jainism and Buddhism will never disappear from our country entirely. As cause dictates the eager yet politically inexperienced Bhagavati has approached us in asking for our formal patronage. Such requests carry a few practical duties, but would increase the standing of Bhagavati among his peers. Such as benevolent action may also integrate us with the Yaudheyan elite. He is a traditionalist. Well, he suffers from inflammation, but he's corrupt. So I'll just say, alas, we be somewhat busy washing our hair. The entire Sangha is impressed by the stupendous pun. I'll have more finesse. Thank you very much. Spurred by the majority of the Sangha, the Democrats brought an emergency bill on the floor to grant the legal privileges of the Khalsa-led people within the Yaudheya. Outraged conservatives see this as watering down of the rights of those who enjoy these liberties. The only recourse left is the veto of Maharaj. But they will not be popular. So you're asking me, you want me to integrate them? You already have very low approval towards us anyhow. I could just say no to that. Because popularity isn't my strong suit. That honor goes to other people. Especially with someone that one day will rise in prominence. So I'll veto that. Because we already got enough integrated peoples anyhow. Out of Aranda. This came into conflict with Ajatashatru at every turn decision. Their opinions persistently clashing. If one of them says south, the other will probably say north. If one wants to trade with the neighbor, the other will argue for war. This constant bicker is ruining whatever authority that Aranda used to have. And the atmosphere in Rotok is at a breaking point. Fine, have your will then. I don't know, most this less popular there is. But hey, we live in a republic. I'm not the most charismatic around now. He is. $33. You're doing very good. God, why they build so many cities in so many different places? Like, you've got to build more settlements in order to sustain the growth. Pandya's moving up. Thrace had a civil war. Rome's knocking on their door. Carthage is hardly ever expanding towards the Iberian Peninsula. Ptolemaic kingdoms reached to the areas of Saba. So now we know it's highly likely that in the next episode we will return to a war footing, in which I believe the easier way to fight would be against Kuninda and Kapisa. Conquer them both. So basically them gets kicked out of Gandhara, leaving them out there to a more isolated area. 108 Pops live there, mostly Hellenic Greco-Indians. There's plenty of Vedic Gandharis as well up there. So they're on their way to stop a rebellion. This provides an easy distraction. The roles have been reversed. Mauryan Empire still holds the most territories. Who's next? Traditionalists will be running things. I want you to look at the task again. Greater or equal to 5 incoming and 5 outgoing. It does have the desired depth destruction, but 5 incoming and 5 outgoing. Need one more. That's why we're looking to invest again. Yep, they took it. Salvira is able to retake those areas that they had rebelled. And there might be another potential rebellion in Saracena. If Saracena does rebel, I want it. Matter of fact, inside a rebellion, that's +2. So what that does is gives unintegrated culture group happiness. Or we get this, diplomatic reputation just drops down and we join any wars with them. Oh, no. And also possible civil war over there, so that could keep busy. So my priority is them first, these second. Like these second. Okay? That's what we're gonna go for here. Yeah, we got it all figured out and planned out. That's what this whole episode's been about. It's not only enjoying this era of prosperity, but also contemplating about the future of expansion. Partly Putras under siege. Battle. Scandal. Oof. Target acquired should be special. Two heavy infantry fighting each other. Which one would lose their nerve first? They went out there. They cannot besiege it because, as I've described before, they fought each other like exhausted boxers. One investigation of Asta was made intended to support just these tensions. It's clear that some preliminary groundwork by jurists that the accused such a guilty beyond all doubt. It's a minor miracle it's not come to light soon. The unspeakable goings on that relevels bear thinking about. But it's very hard to ignore how much situations like this lend themselves to less scrupulous only to earn the depth of the gratitude of their colleagues in need. We'll just have to see what happens. Anyways, continue with the scandal draws to close, and all he gets is a small fine. His slaves aren't going to be too pleased with this. Now listen. Just keeping you on our side, that's all. Vegetables that we will get. There's no shortages of food that you can find around here. We're still waiting for 50 so I can relocate the capital over here. Some of that bombs needs to go over there. Are you still around? I know it ain't gonna be enough to try to get you on our side, but one day you'll understand. Oh hell. Building a level 3 fortress? Not on my watch. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We're actually gonna cut that part to here. Because, based on how this goes, it's going to take a while to get everybody over. And we do have the manpower and the money to support it. So, for reference, we want you to surround them. So for reference until the next episode, because the first act of the next episode will be a declaration of war against Kunida and Kapisa to grab as much land as possible, retake Mandra, and take Takshila and the rest of Gandhara. That's the key here, with the exception of Kashmir. That one would be left alone. So we're just moving our levies to position. We're not kidding around here. And of course, one day, fight against Pachanada by going after the Mauryan revolt. Unfortunately, Maurya has retaken some of Magda, which of course does give me a guns battle against them. We ain't scared of their other alliances there, but priority is up there into the Punjab region. We gotta have this back again. Can't have Takshila. Hold it. Things jumped up. No risks of war here. It's just, was there some territorial changes? Or something happened over there? Lost glass. Okay. Can't afford glass anymore. Gotta have dates. We'll get them here locally. Gotta get more fish. National freedom and happiness. That would definitely help us out here. Why didn't you think of that before? Ah, horses escape it again. We got the money for it. Gotta catch at least a few. Get out there. By the time war begins in the next episode, 8. Sometimes they change over time. In position. Alright, we'll stop the episode here. So, as we've stated before, that I believe the aggressive expansion thing is lowered enough where this wouldn't be a problem. Hey! Come on in! We're feudatory now. That means we could look for another potential ally. In case, one were to get isolated and such. If I was to have the one ally, it'd probably be Shunga. Maybe. Or even try to, well, it's like, yeah, we got you as a feudatory, which does not take up the diplomatic relations thing, which is good. Glad. Not to mention it'll also join our war, in which, for that matter, come next month. In the next episode, we will start a war against Kuninda and Kapisa, where the main objectives is retaking all of Madra, and then conquer Taxila and the rest of Gandhara that Kapisa holds. So that way we could be neighbors with them. And tightening the noose around Pajanada, which would be the next place to be conquered, if the Mauryan Revolt still exists. Because don't know if we'll be confident enough to take on, like we can make the Kapis so weak that they will be a non-factor if we were to come to blows against Salvira. And Kashmir would also be a bit of a non-factor due to having a small population, which also can be easily conquered. And Padagandhara as well. So, we'll see it in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.